Hello, students and families. I'm Miss Walker, and I am going to be your child's fourth grade teacher this year at Woodland. So, what I want to do is I want to take a little bit of time to go through some information that I would go through during a normal open house. Even though we're doing it virtually this year, just one more step that we're taking to keep everybody safe. And so, the first thing that I want to do is tell you a little bit about myself. So, this is my eighth year teaching. I spent 6 years in JCPS and 1 year with Hardin County Schools. And then I took off for a couple years to stay home with my daughter. My husband and I, we have been married for almost 6 years. He's in the Army, and our daughter Veda is actually going to be 3 here in just a couple of weeks. So, the students will hear me talking quite a bit about her and get to see some pictures and things like that. The next thing I want to talk about is click charts and champs. So, if you have been to Woodland before, you're probably pretty familiar with this. Um, if not, basically, we're going to have a clip chart in the back of the classroom, and it has the colors on it ranging. The highest is pink, then purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So everybody starts on green every single day. And, that is the goal. We want everybody to be on green. And so that's where you start every single day. Now, if you happen to do something, really, really great, then you clip up. But if you are on green during the day, that means you had a great day. Okay. You had a good day. Sometimes students and sometimes families think that if they didn't clip up, that they didn't have a great day, but they definitely did, because that means they did what they were supposed to do all day long. Okay. And then clipping down means that, we've had some behaviors that we want to try to fix. Okay. And students will get the opportunity to clip back up. So, and I'll make sure that I communicate that information with you. We're going to be using class tag, which I'll talk about in a minute, and school agendas. Okay, so we'll be communicating and letting you know what color your student was on for the day. Okay, so the next one is champs. So champs is just a way that we communicate with our students and letting them know what the expectations are for every lesson that we're doing. So that'll be a chart in the room, and each letter stands for something different. So C is conversation level. So what is expected of me as far as what voice level I can be on for this lesson? Should I be on a 0? Should I be 1 whispering? Could I be on a 2 having a conversation level? But what's the expectation there? H is how am I supposed to get help? So, is this a situation where you just raise your hand and wait for the teacher to come to you? Is this a situation where you could ask a buddy for help? Things like that. A is what kind of activity is this? Am I working by myself? Am I working in a group? Things like that. M is movement, if you're expected to be at a certain place in the room, or are you allowed to get up? Things like that. And then P is participation. How are you participating? Is it raising your hand and answering questions? Is your way of participation cooperating with your group? Things like that. And the S is just if we did all of those things, then it was a success. It was a successful lesson. Okay, so the next thing is class tag. Class tag is going to be our primary way of communicating with families as a school, as well as every teacher. So the school has a class tag where they will be putting information out, and then each teacher will have one as well. I have already sent out invitations to your email to join us on there, so that you can kind of start getting familiar with it if you aren't already. Some teachers have used that last year, so you may already be familiar with that. But that's going to be our main way of communicating. Like I said before, we're still going to have agendas that we'll use, but class tag is going to be number one. The next thing I want to talk about is staying safe. So I know some of us are anxious about the school year. We want to be healthy. We want to stay safe. And so we have done a lot of things to make sure of that. One of those things is that in my classroom, in every classroom, desks have been measured to be 6 feet apart. Okay. So when students are sitting at their desk, working independently or getting direct instruction from me, then they're going to be able to take their mask off. When they are not, say we're moving around the room or we're working with buddies or small groups, or even going through the hallway, we'll mask up for that. Um, we also have new hand sanitizing stations. We're also going to be washing our hands a lot more throughout the day. I encourage every student to bring an individual water bottle if you're able to do so. We will not have the water fountains available. We will just have little disposable cups that students can use if they don't have a water bottle to fill up water um, from the sink to drink. So if they can bring a water bottle, that would be great. And we're going to go over everything as a class. So students will know the expectations and understand the why behind it and why we're doing everything that we're doing. And we're still going to have a really great year. We just have to take some extra precautions so that we can all stay safe. The next thing I want to talk a little bit about is the schedule. So, with the AB schedule this year, you should know what days your student is coming into school. If not, contact me through email or through a text of the Google Voice, or once we get class tags set up, you can contact me that way. On the days your student is in school, the schedule is going to be the same as it would be any other year. We're going to have all the regular classes. We're going to have lunch, and they will get to eat in the cafeteria, socially distanced, of course. We're still going to have special area. It's just going to be in our classroom. The teachers will come to us. We're still going to have lifetime, which is their time to get up and move around. We're still going to do that. We're even going to have opportunities to go to the playground, and they have plans in place to clean between each classroom. So our schedule is going to be really similar as far as that goes. On the days that your student's not here, they're at home. They'll have work that they're expected to do. And on the days they're not here, they will be expected to check in with us in the morning on a Google Meet. Just to say good morning and make sure that they're good to go for the day. And then if I don't hear from them, then I'll check in later on when I have a little bit of time and make sure that they got their work and they understand their work for that day. So that is basically all the information that I have for you. One thing that I want to do is I want to be able to kind of show you the classroom, okay? Just a little bit of how our desks are socially distanced, okay? So I'm going to turn this around and let you kind of take a look, okay? So that you can see how it is. All those desks are 6 feet apart. Like I said, we measured. I have hooks on every desk. Students will be giving a bag where they will put their belongings, backpacks, coats, things like that, to hang on their desk. Everybody will have individual school supplies, so no sharing of anything. So we've done a lot. We've really done a lot to make sure that everybody's going to be safe this year. And I just want to let you guys know that I'm super excited to meet everybody. Super excited to be your teacher and get the school year started. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, and I can't wait to meet all of you.